Hello, thank you for joining RasPipKr tutorials. I'm Martin Parker, and in this little Python coding video I'm going to be talking about lists. Lists are very useful. You can change the values in the list, you can append, so you can add to it, you can remove stuff from it, and you can have what's called multi-dimensional lists. So you could have A equals, and we'll just stick some numbers in there first. So we'll go 1, 2 and 3, and in a previous video I was talking about variables, so them there are just integers, they are just whole numbers. But what you can do is you can put in strings of text, so I'll put hello, and you can do the other variable type, which is floats. So if I put 3.25 whatever, so there we go. So I'll just stick some numbers in. So now I've created that list of A, and it has 5 pieces of data in there. And if I put, there's a built-in function method in your Python called len, which will give you the length of data that's in there. So if I put len A, it will return the amount that's in there, and I want that text to go away. Go away. And what you can do is you can call a particular part of this list. So if I want the hello, you would expect it to be 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's 5 in there, so you'd expect that to be in the 4th position. So if I was to say I want A, and I want to look at, by putting in square brackets, I want to look at 4, and we didn't get that. And why is that? And the reason for that is when you're working with lists of data, etc., you actually start with the index 0. So it's not 1, that's actually 0, that's 1, that's 2, so that would be number 3. So if I call A and I want to see number 3, third index, now I've got the correct part of that list. And I can change a certain section, so I'm going to say A 2 is equal to Martin, so I'll just put my name, and now that's accepted. And now if I recall A, it's taken out the position index 2, so it's 0, 1, 2, and it's changed that to equal Martin, like it has here. You can remove a section, sorry, I'm going to add a section first, so I'll do a.append by adding, let's put in some text, so Python, we'll go with that. So a.append, which means add on, Python. So now when I call A, it's added Python to the end. See how it all matches up, and then we've got Python on the end. Now if I want to get rid of a certain section, so let's say we want to get rid of this number 2, because we want to use that value, or we can just get rid of it. What we can do is, if we want to store it as a value, so I'll say P equals A dot, and we use a method called pop, and then we pass in parentheses brackets. I want to say the index position 1, because that is 0, that is 1, and that's what we want to get rid of. And then when I press enter on there, it's perfectly fine. And now if I call P, it's now giving me that stored as that value. And now if I call A, my actual initial list, you can see that the 2 has disappeared, and now it says 1, Martin, hello, all that, and then Python. Now just like we did there, we called an actual position to get removed. We can do a.pop, and that will remove the last one. So like there we stored it as a value, here we're just going to tell it to just get rid of it. But what it will do is print it to screen. So lists are very good. I use them regular, and I'm sure you will do too. You can change the values like we have done. You can add on and you can remove parts of it. And like I say, you can add multi-dimensional lists. So if I put dot append, and then we're going to put in another list on the end. So we're creating a new list by putting that square bracket there. And we're going to put hello world, as everybody always puts, and then we'll put a number in there. So we'll put 333 and we'll go with 1.345. Okay, so there is another list, and I'm just adding in 3 parts to that list to add on to the end of this list. Now if I press enter, and I missed out, and that's why it didn't go away, my last bracket, so I apologise for that. Press enter, and now it's accepted it. So now when I call A, you can see how I've actually got a list embedded into my list. So there's the closing bracket, and there's the starting bracket. So lists are very good. Like I say, I'm sure you'll use them regular. There is another type of data storage which is called a tuple, and I'll go through the tuple in my next video. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.